Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on John Wall.
You know, there are so many elite athletes at that point guard spot in the NBA, Kevin, but John Wall might be the best. His blend of speed, strength, agility is just amazing to watch. And when he can get out in transition in particular, that's when he's at his best.
He's so fast and agile, you forget that he's 6'4", strong and wiry. When he gets hacked on the finish, he can not only absorb the hit, but finish the layup as well. He's a terrific talent.
Spurs would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. So important to get off on the right foot. New year, new season. These guys have done it.
Kevin, this is really a great team. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to continue to play at this very high level. I mean, that's the makeup of this squad. Good character, tremendous talent, well coached. I mean, they very well could continue to play good basketball.
Yeah, there's no reason to think they won't, Clark, because I think you summed it up very well. I mean, from top to bottom, it's a terrific squad. As long as they stay healthy, I don't expect them to run into a whole lot of speed bumps.
Now here is Davis. Vince Carter missing his last shot. Oden, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Oden's got his first points of the night.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Here's Carter. And Davis sends it back. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Now, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim. You know, adding an outside shot is going to be the key to whether John Wall is a good player or a great one. He's shown he has the speed, but until he can force defenders to respect that outside shot, everyone is just going to back off him.
Here is Wall, following the score by Vince Carter. Here's Oden. Covington. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
2 shots. And Wall, a good free throw shooter, over 80% from the line last season. So, Clark, it's not like the form on his shot is broken at all.
No, it's got some issues, though.
Yes, it does.
And it's going to be a matter of practice, Kevin. Before reaching the NBA, he was so much more explosive than other players. He didn't need to settle for the jumper. For him, it's about balance and consistency with those mechanics on his shot.
Oh, he misses the dunk. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against New York.
And how they were able to battle back in the fourth quarter of that game, being down as much as they were, made it a really special win for them.
Well, I hope they enjoyed it, because you're not going to get many wins like that. I mean, having to dig themselves out of the hole they got themselves into doesn't happen very often.
Pass to Davis. Fades and shoots. That's good. Here is Williams. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling.
Gibson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Now, here's Green, following the miss by John Wall. Rejected by Oden. They retain possession, and it's Green missing.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Here's Davis. No good. Great D that time from Gibson. Over the 76ers, their last game, a win against Cleveland.
And you know what was most impressive? They've wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
And Davis with the basket on the assist by Wall. And it's 6 points for Davis. Spurs trail by 3. Carter with it, now defended by Brewer. Carter outside. They kick it out to Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
It's stolen by Green. And a fast break now for the Spurs. The 17-footer. Carter with it. He's picked up by Wall. Knocked away. Back to Green. Carter, the pass to Valanciunas. Carter with a screen on Oden. 6 on the shot clock. Open shot. Green. They get it again. Valanciunas. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
A top-notch offensive rebounder. Clark, it seems like he's always around the ball.
Yeah, it sure does, Steve. One of those guys you've got to find when the shot goes up. Get your body on him or he'll embarrass you.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Lewis checked in for Gibson. Salmons comes in for Green. And it's Azubuike in for Vince Carter. Now, here's Salmons. That puts them in the lead.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The 76ers trailing. Wall attacking. Covington. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
A chance to check out some of the stats on Mario Chalmers, how his season went last year. He put up about 8 points per game last season, 3 assists and 2 rebounds, and he's the leader of that second unit. Great guy to have coming off that bench.
You know, I think it's pretty clear. He might not start, but it's obvious when he's on the floor, the other players are looking to him for leadership. But I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position was learned from his past experiences.
Shots good from Bargnani. Bargnani's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
And Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs. Michael Carter Williams, the rare 6'6" true point guard. Both his mother and his stepfather are high school basketball coaches, so you know he's got a really good basketball IQ. That seems to run in the family.
And for Carter Williams, unusual height for the point guard position.
Yeah, he's long. I think the main thing he'll need to do at the NBA level is really work on that outside shot. It's got a little bit of a hitch in it right now, and he's got to get that corrected, because if he does, he's got a chance to be special as a point guard.
He's quick and he is athletic.
Yep.
Now here's McLemore, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Morris, and Cousins with the block. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Salmons gets the bucket.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Pass to Rice. It's stolen by Salmons. Here's Chalmers. Shot's good. And the Spurs lead by 1. 7 seconds left in the first. Here's Carter Williams, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Pretty shot without a second to spare.
That can be so demoralizing for the team that gives up a shot like that to close out a quarter.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Philadelphia ahead, up 1.
Friday, November 15th, the San Antonio Spurs go.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Anthony Davis. He's out there with Brewer. Holden out there with Carter Williams. And it's Rice in at the 2. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The 76ers #1.
Now, they've been solid defensively, maybe a little fortunate at times when teams have had off nights, but overall, pretty solid defense.
Williams gets the bucket.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
Yeah, guys, and that's 10 of their last 12 points now coming off of assists.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Carter Williams. The Spurs shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Guys, John Wall may be the fastest player in the league, but it's been his outside shot that's held him back from becoming a superstar. He said in his younger days he never needed to shoot from outside, and added that if he did, he shot it, quote, like I was a lights-out shooter. Fade away, no follow-through. In other words, he made the shot more difficult than it had to be. Now he says, the main thing for me is using my speed and shooting on the way up. Guys, he's put a lot of work into his shot, and we're starting to see the results.
Well, as his shooting comes along, that's a great way for him to really find his niche, Doris. Thanks.
Well, I think this is one of the more amazing stats in sports when you think about it. No matter the season or the roster, the Spurs just seem to find ways to win 50 games. They've done it 14 straight seasons now, which is off the charts. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 11.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And Clark, as you said, the Spurs last season hitting 50 wins for the 14th consecutive season. By the way, that's an NBA record. Second closest were the Lakers with 12 straight, Steve, from 79 to 91.
Yeah, 58 wins last season for San Antonio. Greg Popovich calls it corporate knowledge, just the consistency that comes with the experience of the group. And they've been together so long, particularly that core, that I think it allows the Spurs to really kind of cruise at times during the regular season.
The Spurs making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He was very animated in the huddle, asking his players why they were losing so many physical battles, and told them they needed to start showing their own strength. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
All right, Doris, thanks.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Carter kicks to Green. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brewer with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Green dishes to Carter. Back to Green. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively. Anytime you see Vince Carter and you start thinking about how he was as the undisputed dunk king in years gone by, but as his spring and lift has been grounded, he's made up for it in other ways and has really improved as a defender.
Goes up the baseline. Misses off the right iron. The 76ers trail by 4. Feeds it to Brewer. Pass to Davis. The kick out to Wall. Here's the 3. Green with the rebound. And Steve, going back to Carter, he really took the league by storm back with Toronto. Still an NBA player with great quality.
Yeah, he can do a little bit of everything, Kevin. Not the explosive guy that he once was, but he's always been a skill player with his long-range shooting, his ball handling, good passer. That's why he's still hanging around and still making a contribution here in the NBA.
Spurs have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. Sinks that one from the post. Valanciunas has got 6 points. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And, of course, 2 teams in opposite conferences. They're only going to play twice, one on each team's floor.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He mentioned the need for more use of the pick and roll. It's a basic component of their offense that he said he hasn't seen nearly enough of. The second thing he talked about was working hard to get their shooters open. He wants them looking for those gaps on the perimeter and letting it fly whenever they find them. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. The 76ers trail by 3. Morris kicks the Wall. The 76ers with another miss. I'll keep talking about, just the lack of meetings between these two teams from different conferences, and probably isn't a whole lot of hostility between, not a lot of emotion, at least right now. All that being said, Clark, it still makes you think for a very interesting matchup.
I'd say so. I mean, these West versus East contests give us a chance to see the style differences between the conferences, which are sometimes much more pronounced than you might think.
That's a real good point, because there are different different kind of players, ways rosters are made up, and so on.
No question about it.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Now an appropriate time as we get a chance to look at the all-time list for assist average. Some Hall of Fame point guards for sure. Magic and Stockton, the Big O, Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, Chris Paul right up there. It surprises me how few players have averaged near double-digit assists. It's just not something you take for granted.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Spurs. Salmons comes in for Vince Carter. Chalmers passes to Cousins. And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by Cousins. Chalmers has got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs. Carter Williams kicks to Bargnani. He feeds it to Morris. Out to the right wing, Carter Williams. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
It's tipped. It's stolen by McLemore.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball in the open floor.
That's tipped. And now Carter Williams pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Oden. And here they go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The 76ers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. That free throw, no good. And the Spurs making a change here. And he ends up missing both free throws. And Chalmers kicks to Cousins. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Carter Williams. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Spurs lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich, a strong first half for you. Was the up-tempo pace part of the game plan?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be, so something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks for the time, guys.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Today's a day to honor our nation's heroes. It's Veterans Day, and this is the NBA Halftime Report. San Antonio on top against the 76ers in Philadelphia. An excellent job of getting into the paint, piling up those second chance points. Their leading scorer, Vince Carter. At the break, 7 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. And for Philadelphia, they've really been battling. A strong beginning to the season. They've wasted no time in getting off on the right foot. Some terrific basketball from Anthony Davis. After 2, he's got 10 points. Been getting to the rim, been getting to the line, and a great shooting percentage from both. And now a look at games that won't be tipping off until later. The Celtics playing in Boston. They'll go up against
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Spurs leading by 3. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Taj Gibson is out there with Green. Then there's Carter. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Valanciunas in at the center. And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Williams against Wall, and Davis sends it back. Oden inside. Valanciunas is there. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, it was about midway through last season, guys, that we started hearing the rumors about Greg Oden working out and getting back in shape so he could make a return to the NBA. And lo and behold, here he is, the former Ohio State standout.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, as you know, gentlemen, Greg Popovich is one of the foremost practitioners of the intentional fouling that sends poor free throw shooters to the line. Not exactly a fan favorite, and Pop says, quote, I think it's ugly, I think it's awful, but it's legal, it's there. If somebody doesn't want to get hacked, they should shoot free throws better. Guys, he's all about winning. Whether it's pretty or ugly, he doesn't care.
They wear you down, Doris. Thank you so much. And for Oden, a new start in the NBA, the former #1 overall pick out of Ohio State back in 2007 for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Such a shame, the repeated knee injuries that kept Oden from achieving all that he'd hoped for in Portland, but you just hope that he would eventually get a chance to return and come back, so it's nice to see him out on the floor.
Philadelphia leading by 3. And stolen by Darren Williams. Right side, Williams. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, Darren Williams is so strong and so poised in the post. I'd like to see him down on the block a little bit more often. There are very few point guards in this league who really have the strength to deal with Williams in a post-up situation.
First free throw is good. And for Darren Williams, he is very versatile.
Yeah, he can pass it, shoot it, drive it, kills you with the crossover, and he's got excellent size that allows him to back you down, too. He can put you in the washing machine and take you for a spin every now and then.
There's the feed to Davis. Taken away by Williams. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 5 points so far.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Boliner. Here's Davis, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on putbacks just because of sheer hustle.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He said they need to start attacking in the open court. He doesn't want to see them operating in a strictly half-court offense. He wants their tempo to become more of a weapon. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
From 10 feet out, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Shot clock at 5. The dive for the ball. It's stolen by Green. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
San Antonio making a switch here. Azubuike's checked in. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 here. The pass to Rice on the wing. Brewer. Kicks to Davis. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gibson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He said they simply have to stop allowing points in the paint. They've given up far too many easy shots for his liking. The other area he focused on was the need to be physical. He wants his guys to go after it and be aggressive with their presence. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see. Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Azubuike dishes to Green. He kicks it to Azubuike. Again, the Spurs good for 2. .135 left to play in the third. Wall passes to Davis. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Anthony Davis, the #1 overall pick in 2012. An interesting note here, guys. He and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist were the first college teammates ever to be selected with the first and second picks of the draft. Bet you guys didn't know that.
Gotta love it.
The Spurs making a switch here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jerebko comes in for Taj Gibson. John Selmans, he's checked in for Green. And it's Maynard in for Kelena Azubuike. And the basket by Chalmers. And Clark, you mentioned the 2012 draft. Also, when you look at Davis and MKG and then Bradley Beal, also the first time that 3 college freshmen You know, Steve went 1, 2, and 3.
And not to mention all 3 players coming from the SEC.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, strange, but you know, a lot of promise from that draft. A lot of good talent, and I think it bodes well for the league going forward. Pretty much no chance for the smaller defender to block that jumper.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to use his size to his advantage there.
And Chalmers kicks to Cousins. Davis with the block. Second shot opportunity. And up and in it goes with the lay-in from Cousins.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
And Bargnani again. Bargnani's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Spurs have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Maynard. Salmon's up top. Dishes to Chalmers. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. Now Carter Williams. Off on that one. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's San Antonio leading by 3, and will return shortly.
Tune in this Thursday.
And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for shooters, as you well know, huge.
Yep, no question.
Bargnani is out there with Oden. Then it's Carter Williams. Then there's Brewer. And it's McLemore in at the 2-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
That's good from Gibson.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Spurs. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
And McLemore kicks to Bargnani. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio leading by 5 to the right side. And here's Green outside, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 3 assists tonight. 76ers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Carter Williams, defended by Chalmers, and count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Carter Williams dishes the wall, drills it from outside.
I give him credit. He didn't have much confidence going in the first half, but he's picking up the pace here.
Carter, the pass to Williams. And here's Valanciunas. The dish to Carter. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Carter Williams. Here's Wall, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Wall's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Carter. Offensive rebound, Gibson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Here's Wall. Another three for Philadelphia.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Green with a screen for Carter. From deep, Williams. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. 11 points for Darren Williams.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, you know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
And I also want to point out how good he is at positioning himself defensively near the bucket. He knows how to draw a charge.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And it's San Antonio with another.
Boy, what a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
And Wall. Here we go now. Another three for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Williams kicks to Carter. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by, and he gets it to go.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
The 76ers trail by 3. It's Ronnie Brewer on the wing. Another three for Philadelphia.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he's finding it very difficult to score here in the fourth.
San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Carter. And it's Carter again missing.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be. What a great battle these teams are waging today.
Yeah, you get the feeling, Steve, the game could swing on just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Wall against Williams. Pass to Carter. Carter off a pick from Valanciunas. And Vince Carter again. Carter's got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
Loose defense at such a critical time. You're better off sending him to the line than giving him 2 points.
Here's Wall, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
What a shot over the bigger man. I'll tell you what, that could prove to be a massive play in this game.
You know, because of the defense and the pressure situation, Steve, that was a high degree of difficulty shot on that jumper.
Williams attacking, fires at the elbow, and it's San Antonio with another.
And he's been exactly what they needed here in the fourth.
Well, he looks like a dangerous man. I mean, he's made all 4 of his shots this quarter so far.
And Wall kicks to Brewer. Out left to the wing, Covington. The three-pointer, no good.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Green dishes to Williams. Here's Valanciunas. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And the Spurs lead by 2. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
Yeah, he simply said, sit down and keep quiet with that one.
Yep, that's right. Nothing coming out of these fans now.
Here's Wall. From down in the low post, it goes.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
1:11 left in the game. Carter off a pick from Gibson. Carter, the pass to Williams. Back to Carter. And Ronnie Brewer picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Williams kicks to Carter. Nails the tray.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Pass to Brewer. Shoots a 3. No good. And the Spurs going the other way now. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Well, it's still within reach.
Yeah, but their offense, Steve, needs to be just about perfect from here out.
7-second difference, shot and game clock.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job embodying up his man.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Hey, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And obviously time is the big factor here, guys. They need to get points fast and then go for the steal, and if not, a quick foul.
Hard as it is, you just have to hope the guy you send to the line doesn't convert.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Wall. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with DeMarcus Cousins. And DeMarcus, tell us what the team did tonight that made you guys so effective.
Sharing the ball. That's the main thing. I mean, when they ask what the keys to this team winning, I always say that's sharing the ball. So when we play that way, it's hard to beat us.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Deron Williams.
Yeah. It's been a ride. I guess I had to go to that.